We're going to begin on our backs today. And come in, lie flat with your legs extended out. And we'll just start for a moment stretching the arms overhead just to open the lungs a little bit. Feel the fullness of your breath coming up under your ribs and into your chest. Maybe stretching out through the heels and the hands. And bringing the arms back by your side with the palms facing up so as to keep the chest open and the shoulders rolled back. Relax the feet. And I invite you to close your eyes. Notice the feeling of your heels on the ground. Feeling the weight of the calves, the buttocks. Feeling the places in your back that touch down and let them release into the earth. Connect with the earth. Feeling the solidness of the earth in your back and below you. Feel the backs of the arms and the backs of the hands releasing into the ground. Just letting go. Feel the heaviness in your head and the connection between the back of your head and the ground. Feel the whole back of the body, heavy, sinking, relaxed. And then feel the front of the body. Maybe feeling the tops of the feet, the front of the legs, the belly, chest, the inner arms, the face. Letting them open up toward the sky above. Merging with the spaciousness above you. Just as the back body merges with the heaviness below you. And start to breathe deeply and feeling the qualities of the spaciousness on the inhale. And the groundedness and the release on the exhale. Lifting upward toward the sky as you take breath in. Sinking downward into the earth as you release breath out.
Yourself in there. Like a little bit, not twice. Put both backwards and smacks his head on my bed.
If your mind wanders, it's okay. Just bring it back to your breath, back to your body. Just 2 more breaths here. Make them the deepest ones you've done so far. And then we'll take our first shape to open the lungs and chest even more. Also bring the bottoms of the feet together so that the hips are open. And we'll press down into the elbows and lift the upper body off the ground so that you're just on your elbows. And then lift the chest and drop the head back so that you're arching in your spine. And then if you can and if you like, you can also bring the arms overhead. That may be too intense on your head, in which case just leave your elbows on the ground, pressing down into them to perhaps lift the back ribs and spine a little bit more. Feel the lungs really finding space in the breath. If the arms are overhead, bring them back by your side. Press into your elbows, lift your head, and lower down. And then bring the feet into the air. And lift your head and reach your arms past your thighs. Keep your chin tucked. And then slowly lower the feet to the ground, keeping the knees bent. Touching the heels down and then lifting back up. If this is hard on your neck and you want to support the back of your head with your hands, feel free. Not bending the knees any more than they are in the starting position, lowering from the hip flexors. It's easy when you get toward the bottom to start to want to just bend your knees and bring your feet down. Try to resist that urge and just keep lowering from the thighs. If your hands are holding your head up, maybe try opening the elbows out to the side to increase the challenge. Let's do just 2 more. Maintaining your breath. And then after those 2, you can lay down, hug your knees into your chest. Gently rock your head from side to side, feeling the movement along the back of the head, point of contact moving across. Okay, now we're going to cross the right leg over the left leg. And for those of you who can, you can also tuck the foot under. Then place the right hand on the right thigh, and then the left hand right on top of the right hand. And we'll take a breath in and then exhale and push the hands into the thigh and the thigh into the hands and scoop the lower belly in. And then release that to inhale. Exhale, hands into thigh, thigh into hands, lower belly scoops. Good. We'll do just 3 more on this side. And then change sides. Left hand is on the thigh, right hand is on top of the left hand. The inhale is relaxed. The exhale, you create resistance. And then relax. And take the feet wide apart and just let them drop from side to side. Take hold of your elbows and let them drop the opposite side as your knees. And then let your head turn the same direction as your knees, away from your elbows. Just a little warm up on the hips. Good. And come back to center. Bring your feet back to hip width apart. Extend your arms past your thighs. Take a breath in and then exhale and roll yourself up. And we'll come right over onto hands and knees. Let's bring the hands a little bit in front of the shoulders, spreading the fingers wide apart. And on an inhale, we'll curl the tailbone up, breathe into the belly, carry the breath up into the chest, lifting up through the eyes. On the exhale, curl the toes and come into downward dog. Inhale, knees down, taking your cow pose. Eyes reach up, exhale, curl the toes down. Good. Really move with the breath. Notice how the weight shifts forward on the inhale and shifts back on the exhale. Letting the exhale draw the belly toward the spine. Letting the inhale drop the belly away from the spine. Now you can stay like this, or if you prefer, on the inhale, you can roll over to the tops of your feet and take upward dog, and then curl the toes and take them. Just one more. Pausing the next time you come into downward dog. Now bend the elbows out to the side. Feel how that allows you to bring your shoulders down your back. And then roll the elbows down toward the floor, noticing how that feels across the upper back. And then straighten the arms, pushing into the hands, sending the hips back. Drop the head down. Let the heart drop down between the shoulders. And then just shift your hips a little bit to the left and press your left heel down a little bit more. Slowly breathing in and feeling the spaciousness. Breathing out and feeling the groundedness. Connecting to all that is above and all that is below. And then shift your hips over to the right. Feeling the right heel pressing down. Breathing deeply in. Good. And then come back to center. Press forward through all 10 fingers and see if you can feel the length from your fingertips to your sit bones as you inhale. And feel the length from your sit bones to your heels as you exhale. On your next inhale, lift the right leg up and look forward. And then exhale, step it up between your hands. Lift your body. Bend your back knee. And notice how bending the knee lets your hips come lower, and then try to tuck your tailbone under you, aiming it forward. Good. Now, can you keep your hips down and your tailbone tucked under and slowly start to straighten your left leg by pressing back through the heel? Good. Then the right hand will come onto the right thigh. The left arm will come up. And as you inhale, you reach up toward the sky. And as you exhale, you sink down toward the ground. Now, when you reach up, don't let the hips rise up. Just let the side body lengthen and the fingertips reach. Pressing down with that right hand to help get that length. Good. Now, reach over to the right side. If you're balanced enough, take your gaze up and to the left. Stretch through that side body. Good. Now come and bring that left elbow over the outside of the right thigh. Bring the right hand on top of the left and move the thumbs toward the chest. Now as we inhale, we're going to reach back through the left heel and reach up and out through the chest so that we're lengthening and straightening the spine. And then on the exhale, press the right hand into the left hand, moving the hands toward the heart center and twisting the ribs to the right. Keep reaching back through the left heel. Feel the breath as though it's trying to kiss your thumbs. Good. Bring the hands back to center without touching down. Good. Now bring the hands down, step into plank. Right foot comes back, we hold plank. If the knees need to come down for a little bit more support, that's fine. If you're doing that modification though, you still want a straight line from the knees to the head. So there's still a plank happening. It's just a shorter plank. Lift the belly up to support the spine. Good. And then we'll flip over the tops of the toes onto the fronts of the feet and come into upward dog. Roll the shoulders back. Try to lift the knees and the thighs. And reach your back ribs under you. Reach them forward. Send your chest out, pull your shoulders back, and rotate your hands away from each other. Take your gaze up. Feel the breath. Notice how it may be hard to breathe here, and just do the best you can. Good. Curl the toes and come into downward dog. If you're needing a rest, you can take child's pose and then join us in downward dog when you're ready. Pressing forward with the fingers, back through the hips, down to the heels. Feel the exhale sinking you into the ground, dropping your back body toward the front body. Good. If you're in child's pose, join us in downward dog. And then on an inhale, lift the left leg up, look forward. Exhale, step the foot up between the hands. Lift the body. Bend the back knee down. Feel the hips and pelvis sinking and tuck under. Good. Now slowly, keeping the hips down and tucked under, start to push back through that right heel. Big stretch there. Notice how the deepening of the stretch wants to bring the breath in deeper. And then right arm up. Left hand presses down. Sinking as you exhale. Elongating as you inhale. Connecting with the whole universe as you inhale. Everything above and around. All the space that's inside of you, connecting with the space outside of you. And then exhale, sinking into the earth. Good. And then reaching over to the left. Keep pressing back through that right heel. The deeper the stretch, the deeper the breath. And again, if you want to challenge your balance, turn your head and look up under your right arm. Good. And then hook that right elbow over the left leg. Bring your left hand on top of your right hand. And then as you inhale, try to straighten your spine. Elongate out through your chest. And then turn, pressing left hand into right. Looking past your left elbow. Feel the breath all the way up past the twist into the chest. And come center. Don't touch the hands down. Now bring the hands down. Step back into plank or half plank. And we're going to take it into a side plank. So we're going to roll over onto the outside of the right foot. If you can, stack your left foot on top of the right foot. If not, just leave your left foot on the ground. And if you want to modify, you just bring the right knee down. And once you're in position, We'll take the left arm up. Good. Let's open the side body again, bringing the arm overhead and reaching forward, reaching overhead. And if your left foot is off the ground, you can reach out of that left foot too. Come back into plank and over to the other side. Again, you don't have to stack the feet. You don't have to have the knee off the ground. The left knee can come down. It's good to build strength on either side of the spine. And let's bring the arm overhead and reach long. Breathe deep and slow. Just feel the filling and the emptying, the opening and the releasing. And then let's come back into plank. And we'll bend the elbows alongside the body and slowly lower down with control. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Coming onto the belly. And we'll stack the hands and rest the forehead on the belly. Not rest the forehead on the belly. Rest the forehead on the stacked hands. That would have been an interesting pose. Feel the front body now dropping into the earth. Imagine that you can feel the organs in your body relaxing and moving toward the ground. Beautiful. Let's bend the knees. And reach the hands back for the ankles. If you don't reach the ankles, maybe if you have long pants on, you can reach your pant legs. Good. Now, press the tailbone down into the ground. And just start there, just feeling maybe there's a stretch in the thighs as you pull the heels toward the buttocks and press the tailbone down. See if the shoulder blades move in toward each other in the center. Opening the chest even before we lift up into the full pose. Now on your next exhale, really press down through the hips and pelvis. You want to stay grounded there. Press the tailbone down. Inhale, lift the forehead, lift the eyes, roll the chest up. Exhale, kick the feet up and back into the hands. Keep the tailbone pressing down and the pelvis pressing down so that you feel the groundedness that supports the liftedness. And when you inhale, breathe deeply, inflating your body, filling your body, opening your whole body. And then when you exhale, feel the part that's grounded, grounding down even more. And that'll help you kick up into the hands. Feel the space and feel the ground. And release down. Stack your hands under your forehead again. Let your heels relax out or in, whichever way feels right to you. Feel your body breathing with you. Bring the hands under your shoulders, press into them to push your hips back to your feet. Feel how the inhale makes your spine grow longer. And the exhale, let it relax now. On your next inhale, keeping your hands in place, lift your buttocks off your heels again. On your exhale, curl your toes and come into downward dog. Inhale, lift your right leg up, bend your knee, flex your foot, and look under your right arm and press your foot back into the space behind you. And then lift the arch of your left heel. If you're not sure how to do that, think about moving your inner ankle toward your outer ankle. And if that's still confusing, just let it go. And keep pushing back through that right flexed foot. Looking under your right arm. Okay, now bring the right knee to the right elbow as the hips come down. Now we're going to take it into a twist, bringing that right leg over to the left. Good. Now bring the left hand over toward the right hand. Look over your right shoulder. And you can see if that right arm can lift up off the ground. Just see. Feel free to keep it down. Twisting, twisting. Good. And then bring the left hand back. Bring the right knee under to the inside of the right hand. Come up onto the fingertips. Back toes curl under. Lift the back knee for a minute. Press back through the heel. Bring that left hip forward and then bring the knee down. Then relax the toes and press into the fingertips and lift the chest. Inhale, inhale, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Rest your head either on stacked hands, stacked fists, or the ground. Slow your breathing down. Feel the spaciousness of each in-breath. Sink into the ground with each out. Feeling if there's resistance, and maybe imagining the breath moving into the resistance. Imagining on the exhale, letting go of the resistance. Slowly walk your hands in, rolling yourself up. And we're just going to bend that back knee and reach the left hand for the foot and draw the heel toward the buttock. You can look over your left shoulder or you can look straight ahead. What's ever going to feel right to you. Heel drawing in. Those of you who are really flexible and can put the foot inside the bend of the left elbow, you can try taking the right arm up, bending it behind you, and finding the left hand. Good. And release down. Plant your hands shoulder width apart. Curl the back toes under. And step back into downward dog. And we're just going to bend that left knee so that we really emphasize that right leg. Really push down into that right heel. And then we'll lift that left leg. Bend the left knee so that the foot is behind us. Flex the foot. And push back through the flexed foot so that you're rolling your belly open to the side. Imagine that you're stacking your left hip over your right hip and look under your left arm. Really push back through the sole of your left foot. How does the breath relate to the space created by the shape? Now we're going to lower that hip down and bring the left knee to the left elbow, dropping both hips, almost like a plank, just with the knee off the ground. And then send that leg through, off to the right side, left leg to the right side. And then move the right hand over to the left hand. Good. And twist. Maybe squeeze the inner thighs together. Maybe see if that left arm can lift up off the ground. Bring the hand down if you had it lifted. Bring the right hand back over to the right side and bring the left knee to the inside of the left wrist. And the right toes are curled under. We'll lift the right knee off the ground, coming up onto fingertips. Really push back through the right heel, but at the same time, forward through the right hip. And then lower the right knee, release the toes, press into the fingers, lift the chest. That's it. And reach long through the torso as you come over, resting your head. Feel the ground inviting you. Yes, you can let go. Exhale and let go. Inhale, making space. Maybe use the inhale to feel where you're stuck, where you're holding, where you're blocked. Any place breath doesn't move, there's the potential to let go a little, To breathe into those parts and to exhale them out. Good. And then roll yourself up, stacking your hands under your shoulders again, and bend your back knee. Reach your right hand for your right foot and draw the heel toward the buttock. And again, if you want to do the variation where the foot goes into the crook of the elbow, and the left arm comes up and finds the right hand, feel free. Stay connected, letting go, letting go. Release the back leg, plant the hand, curl the back toes under, step back again, this time bending the right knee and pressing into the left heel. Keep the head drop, press forward through the fingers. Straighten both legs and walk the feet up to the hands. Staying bent over, bend the knees, take hold of opposite elbows, and sway from side to side. Try to do it with less control, just kind of let the momentum of your body sway. Come back to center, finding stillness. Release the hands, keep the knees bent, tuck the chin, roll yourself up. Reaching the arms all the way up as you inhale. Exhale the arms down. Now close the eyes and we'll do it again. And this time really imagine all the space that's around you, merging with the space that's inside you as you inhale. As you exhale, feel yourself sinking into the ground as you lower the arms. One more time. And then just stand here with the palms facing forward, the knees soft, the head lifting tall, the feet sinking down, feeling the softness and the hardness, the spaciousness and the groundedness, the inhale and the exhale, receiving and releasing. And then shift weight into your left foot. Feel the left leg sinking into the ground. The eyes open softly. We'll bring the right foot to the inside of the right leg. If you can bring it all the way to the top, go ahead and do that. Otherwise, anywhere but the knee is fine. Now really push the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot. If you're balanced, bring your hands together at your heart, gazing at one spot in front of you. Let your eyes be soft but firm. And if you're still balanced, you can take the arms up overhead in any position. This is a tree pose. Let your arms be your branches and express your own tree. Feel the roots of your tree sinking into the ground. Good. Release the arms, bring them behind your back, clasp your hands, and step your right foot back behind you. Not a long step, maybe a foot and a half. Roll the shoulders back, lift the arms up, breathe into the chest, inhale. Exhale and fold forward. Every exhale, feel the heaviness of your torso releasing toward the ground. Feel your feet. As you push into your feet, draw your left hip back. Feel the breath filling into the body. Scoop the navel in and up as you exhale. Slowly lift yourself up. Remember which thumb is on the outside. Step forward. Release the hands. Close the eyes. Feel the breath. Feel your feet. Feel all the bones in your body heavy. And then shift weight into the right leg. Notice how heavy that side can be. Let the eyes open, finding a spot in front of you to fix your gaze upon. Lift the left foot to the inside of the right leg, as high as you're able. Pushing the foot into the leg and the leg into the foot for stability. And then if you need to use your arms out here for balance, that's fine. Otherwise, hands together at the heart. And if you're balanced enough to lift your arms over your head, which does challenge the balance more, go ahead and make your branches your own. Can you feel the tree? Beautiful. If the arms are lifted, release them down, and we'll all clasp the hands behind us with the opposite thumb on the outside, and then step the left foot back. Turn the hips to face front, roll the shoulders back, bring the shoulder blades in, lifting the hands off the back. Inhale into the heart, exhale, fold. Every breath, letting go a little more. Pressing into the feet. Draw the right hip back. Exhaling, letting go. Scooping the lower belly in and up. Lifting those arms. Fullness of breath, first and foremost. Feeling the breath. Breathing the breath. yourself up. Step the foot up. Release the hands, bring them up, inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Bend the knees. Lower your buttocks all the way down. Coming onto the ground. Taking the arms either forward on your chest or up in order of increasing difficulty. Slowly lay yourself down onto the ground. And just lift your bones, tuck them under, lower back down. Release the legs and shake them out. Turn the palms to face up. Close the eyes. If you have an eye pillow, you can place that on your eyes. And take a deep breath in through the nose, filling the body, making space. Exhale out of the mouth, releasing the body into the ground. And then inhale through the nose again. Exhale out of the mouth, dropping the jaw open, slightly parting the lips. One more deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth, letting go of the thoughts, past, the future. All the activity of the mind is gone. Bring the mind into stillness by resting on the breath. Letting go of the breath even, so that you're no longer trying to breathe deep or slow. No longer trying to breathe. Just allowing breath to breathe for you. Feeling the movement and the sensation that comes with breath. And parking your attention right there. Finding the space of breath and parking the mind in that space. And notice how in the movement of the breath, there's stillness of the mind. That's not to say the mind might not wander. If it does, just bring it back. No problem. You get to begin again with every breath. This breath. Deeply relax. Sinking into the earth. Letting go. Letting go. Letting go. Breathe into your heart. Move fingers and toes. Reach the arms overhead. Take a deep breath. Stretch long. Hug the knees to the chest. Rocking gently side to side. Feeling the ground. Massaging your back. Coming center, knees out, soles of the feet together, palms together. Rub hand to hand and foot to foot. Let the feet come down and rub the hands really hard till they're hot. And then place the hands wherever you need a little extra love and attention today. And then as you inhale, breathe in love. And as you exhale, send it to your hands, to those places your hands are nurturing. Release your hands. Roll over onto your side. And slowly press yourself up to sitting any way that you're comfortable. Allowing the sit bones to sink down and the head to lift tall. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, the hands together at the heart. Inhale the heart up to the hands. Exhale, shoulders, relax now. Inhale deeply, breathing in from bottom to top. Take it all in and let it all go. Drop the chin to the chest. Namaste. Thank you for your practice.